goes way beyond the love of your friend. And the love of your child goes way beyond anything else that you'll ever realize. I'll never forget the day that Shane was born. August of 24. It'll be a day that'll always ring in my mind. August of 24th of 1995, when that child was born, I had no cares in life. I'll be honest with you. I had no cares in life. I didn't care if the sun come up or if the sun went down. I wasn't scared of anything. I'd run through a brick wall and eat the dust as I went through it. But after he was born, I held him in my arms, and I realized that there was more to life than just me. There was more to life that I had to contend with than just myself. And life took a different perspective. And as that life took a different perspective, and I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't know how to be a father. I didn't know how to be a husband. And I surely didn't know how to be a Christian man. I knew how to cuss. I knew how to chase women. And I knew how to drink. And that's as far as I want to go with it. But I was good at that because I had trained myself to do that. See, I lived a life of sin. I lived a life of just as far and just as deep and just as dark as you could go. And I chased after the things of this world. And Mr. Charles, I'm going to tell you something. I grabbed every hold to every one of them. I had them right here in my hand. I had alcohol, I had women, I had drugs, I had all the things that you could imagine right here. But when I held that child in my hand, Susan, it changed my life. And it realized that I needed to live a life before my son, unlike that I had been lived before me. I knew that I needed to live a life before my child that he might drink, he might cuss, he might beat his wife, but it won't be because Daddy showed him. So at the time of my life where it was all about me and selfishness was all about me. See, I'm preaching to some of y'all this morning in here. Some of y'all know exactly where I'm coming from. You may not want to get up here and expose your dirt because everybody thinks you just smell too good and you look too good. But I'm going to tell you something. The Bible says that we was all born into sin and that we all needed a Savior. Whether you ever drank, whether you ever smoked, whether you ever run around, whether you ever cussed, whether you ever lied, whether you needed to do anything in your life, you needed a Savior because you was born into sin. These two kids right here are going to need Jesus. You know what? Because without Jesus, they're going to die and go to hell. And they're going to need somebody to lead them. Because I'm going to tell you something. You're going to find out here at the end of this message that there's somebody going to lead them. And he's going to lead them just as fast and just as quick as they want to go straight to hell. So this morning, we're going to use this illustration. I didn't realize this rope was this long. I mean, I've been rolling this rope for a while. Beth is a mother of 3 daughters and a son. Beth and Michael together have been through some tough times. But I believe God's got them right where He wants them now. And I believe God's got some folks around them that's going to lift them up and going to encourage them, whether they want to be encouraged or not. My wife gives that girl right there such a hard time. And this one over here too. Which my wife probably gives you a hard time if you're sitting in here. Y'all wave at her. She's in the nursery. I can't get away with nothing now. I used to when we was in the old church, I could talk about it. Now she can see me. She'd be sending a hit crew in here on me. But Beth loves this child. Don't you? You love all your children, right? Would it be fair to say that you love everybody in this room? But not the way you love your own child. Beth's going to represent you this morning. Beth's going to represent you this morning. This beautiful young lady right here is going to represent the one that you care the most about in your life. It may be your wife. It may be your neighbor. It may be your husband. It may be your dad. It may be your mom. It may be somebody that you don't even know. But she's going to represent maybe somebody that you know that the devil's after. How many of you in here this morning know somebody that the devil's after right now? I mean, they after. You don't think that the devil ain't after him? You better look and see what was going on in Job's life, because Job didn't even know what was going on. But the Bible says that Satan was walking to and fro, seeking whom he may devour. And if you don't think the devil knows about your life and what's going on in your life, then you better take a look at Job and go back and read the book of Job again, because the Bible says that the devil was walking to and fro, and when God spoke to the devil and said, "Son, what are you doing, devil?" And he says, "Well, I'm seeking whom he may devour." And he says, "Well, have you thought about my servant Job?" And this is what the devil said. The devil said, "Yeah, I've thought about him, and I've looked over his life, but I can't do anything." See, the devil's already looked at your life, and if there's any places in your life where there's a door open of opportunity for him to walk in, man, he's going to walk right on in.
That's right.
And even if there's not a door open, God sometimes, for his glory, will allow things to go on in your life and you to be put through a test. Understand, for his glory. But Beth's going to represent you this morning. And this young lady is going to represent the one that you love in your life this morning. And unfortunately, somebody's got to represent the devil. Now, Jeff said she plays a good part. He said, "Man, she won't even have to act hard, right?" Not out loud, just but now, laying all jokes aside, there's not a mean bone in her body. She is a wonderful, godly lady, and she lives that before us and her children and her husband. And man, to hear the testimony of these two, they had me crying, okay? And she's an awesome lady, but this morning she's going to represent the devil. So I want you to just get over here. Don't be trying to cheat, because the devil, we know the devil is scheme up on something. But when I tell you to go, I want you to go to steal, kill, and destroy that child. These are 35-pound weights. They are. Hold that, Carl. It's pretty heavy, but you can hardly run with that. You go around. Come on. We got to regroup on that.
That's what he's trying to do.
That old anchor rope again to be gone and then 4 foot pieces in.
I didn't volunteer.
70 pounds she's holding right there.
She won't be one.
This is your child. The devil's after your child. Don't you let the devil get your child. On your mark. Get set. Go. Get it. Stop. Stop. Let's stand back there. Don't you let the devil get your child. On your mark. Get set. Go. Stop. Y'all give them a hand. Take your Bibles and turn with me to Hebrews chapter 12.